There is no shortage of Hollywood stars who are able to find a way to waste away even the most extraordinary amounts of cash. Keep watching this video to learn about the grim reality of Hollywood, which is that many famous individuals have lost everything. Bert Reynolds. Bert Reynolds, a Hollywood star, was a major attraction at movie theaters in the late 1970s and early 1980s. But as the years went on, he became less and less profitable for studios to work with. The actor became bankrupt in 1996 as a direct result of this, as well as the high costs associated with his divorce from Lonnie Anderson and other terrible financial decisions he made. Soon after that, in 1997, he returned to his career with the film Boogie Nights, for which he was nominated for both the Golden Globe and the Academy Award. But in 2014, Reynolds began to auction off personal goods as well as memorabilia, which reignited rumors that he was going bankrupt. His Florida mansion had been in danger of going into foreclosure at one point. Still, a neighbor of his eventually acquired it and allowed Reynolds to continue living there at a reduced rate until the year 2018, the year he passed away. Sinbad. Sinbad, an actor and comedian, originally rose to prominence on the television series A Different World before he landed the lead role in his own comedy, The Sinbad Show. Although the program was canceled after just one season, Sinbad has since filmed several stand-up specials and has made guest appearances in various movies and television shows. However, as his star power continued to increase, so did his spending, which eventually reached a point where it was more than his income. And the fact that he repeatedly missed his tax payments, eventually resulting in a tax bill of $2.5 million, did not help matters in the least. In 2013, Sinbad submitted his bankruptcy petition, claiming that he had racked up $11 million in debt and was only bringing in $3,000 a month in revenue. Amanda Bynes. Before getting her own spin-off on Nickelodeon called The Amanda Show, Amanda Bynes was a cast member on the sketch show All That for 4 years. She had already established herself as a teen idol by the turn of the century, having racked up credits such as What a Girl Wants and Hairspray. However, things quickly went from bad to worse. Bynes had a hard fight against drug use disorder and found herself in a rabbit hole of legal difficulty as a result of her actions. Because there weren't as many positions available and there was a backlog of court cases, it was simple for the money to be wasted. Even worse, she was put under the care of a conservator and lost control of her financial affairs as a result. Lindsay Lohan. There is no hiding the fact that the Mean Girls actress has been on a consistent downhill spiral in recent years. At one point, because of this problem with maintaining a constant cash flow, Lohan turned to social media to ask for financial assistance. So Charlie Sheen, in a gesture of party boy solidarity, responded by giving the actress a wad of cash totaling $100,000 to assist her in paying off the several bills that she owed. However, Lohan is still responsible for a debt of $500,000 and has been unable to get employment in the entertainment industry. Gary Busey. Gary Busey was formerly a prominent figure in the entertainment industry of mainstream Hollywood. The major role that the Texas actor played in the biopic The Buddy Holly Story, which was released in 1978 and won him a nomination for an Academy Award, brought him widespread recognition. After this, he played leading parts in critically acclaimed films such as Lethal Weapon and Point Break, both commercially successful. But in 1988, Busey was engaged in a terrible motorcycle accident that left him with irreversible brain injury. As a result of the accident, he experienced a decline in his financial situation. The previously reliable Hollywood player started acting erratically both in front of and away from the camera. As a result, he had a hard time getting jobs in movies and television series. Thus, Busey was forced to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in 2012 since the majority of his money had been spent and he was not receiving adequate income. Kim Basinger. The iconic roles of femme fatale that Kim Basinger played during the 1980s and 1990s helped establish her as a permanent fixture in the Hollywood film industry. However, while Basinger was at the pinnacle of her acting career, she had several setbacks that had a significant influence on her financial situation. First, she lost a significant amount of money on an investment that included the purchase of a tiny town in her native state of Georgia for $20 million. After that, she pulled out of the disastrous movie Boxing Helena, for which she was subsequently sued and had to pay the production company millions of dollars in damages. Because of this, she ended up having to declare bankruptcy. She never really got back on her feet financially. Shia LaBeouf. Even though he's just 34 years old, it's obvious that actor Shia LaBeouf has made more than one poor decision throughout his career. After starting his career as a young actor on the Disney Channel, Shia LaBeouf went on to become a blockbuster heavyweight with parts in Disturbia, the Transformers saga, Indiana Jones, and The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Shia LaBeouf was once considered to be the next big thing in Hollywood. However, beginning in 2012, he exhibited increasingly bizarre conduct, which prompted many people to assume that he was on the verge of a mental collapse. Thus, LaBeouf is not living the conventional life of a Hollywood star, as shown by the fact that he walked the red carpet wearing a paper bag over his head and organized intensive live art displays. Kelly Rutherford. Since the late 1980s, Kelly Rutherford has been a consistent presence on the small screen in various roles. The soap opera Generations on NBC was where the actress, born in Kentucky, made her debut to the public. Later, she became even more well-known after landing important parts in the television shows Melrose Place and Gossip Girl. Despite this, Rutherford was later forced to pay her ex-husband, Daniel Giersch, a significant amount of child support, which resulted in the loss of all of the money she had accumulated due to those performances. After beginning the divorce process in 2008, Rutherford battled for sole custody of the couple's 2 children. This fight resulted in around $1.5 million in legal bills for her alone. As a direct consequence of this, she initiated the bankruptcy process in 2013. Doug Hutcherson. Doug Hutcherson got his big break in the film The Green Mile in 1999, even though he already had several film credits for supporting roles. In the Stephen King adaptation, Hutcherson gave a performance as a cruel prison warden, for which he received a lot of positive critical praise and was nominated for many awards. It wasn't long before he lost all of that favor when, at the age of 51, he tied the knot with an up-and-coming singer who was still a minor at the time, Courtney Stodden. Because of this decision, Hutcherson received a great deal of backlash, and he claims that he was utterly blacklisted by Hollywood as well as his own family. As a result, his once promising career came to a crashing end, and he was forced to file for bankruptcy the following year, 2017. The pair was able to weather the storm and stay together for years, but in 2020, they finally decided to end their relationship and go their separate ways. Butler. Even though she played the lead role in the ABC comedy Grace Under Fire from 1993 to 1998, Butler nevertheless ended up becoming bankrupt during that time. There were persistent rumors that the program was canceled because of Butler's difficulties with addiction as well as her supposedly challenging conduct on the set. Thus, the actress fled Los Angeles for a farm in Georgia, but she finally ran out of money and was forced to relocate to a homeless shelter. After overcoming her challenges, Butler moved back to Hollywood in 2011 to begin a new chapter in her career. She was promptly cast in parts in The Young and the Restless and Anger Management. Nevertheless, it is 2023 and she is still having a very difficult time, and that wraps things up. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please hit the subscribe button and we'll see you in the next one.